Hello, everybody. It is the Dennis and Andy Show with a new movie review for you guys. And yes, we are together recording this one because we saw the movie, came back here, and said, "You're here, I'm here, let's record it." That's what we're doing. We saw the movie, The Substance, starring Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, and Dennis Quaid. What is the movie about, big guy?
Demi Moore plays a fading celebrity who decides to use a black market drug, a cell replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself.
Well, that drug would never work on me. I'm not fading, and you could never do a younger, prettier version of this. So
Hmm. Yeah, it is true. Your pictures from 20 years ago look just like this.
they do.
I
That's how
know.
well I
You,
age.
you bald that quickly.
Well, true too. Anyhow, this movie is a little independent flick. You could basically say it was at film festivals. I believe it was at Cannes, um, some other ones, but cut to the chase. Demi Moore. I haven't seen her in a movie, and I don't know how long. She gave such a fantastic, I say, award worthy performance in this movie. Dennis Quaid played a really caricaturized, over the top uh, TV network executive, but it didn't distract me from the movie.
No, and his name is Harvey. So maybe there's a parallel, maybe there's not.
Maybe.
But yeah, I would agree. So Demi, she plays Elizabeth Sparkle, a actress who was very popular. Super. She was like the Denise Austin, the Jane Fonda of
Yeah,
her
oh, yeah, there you go.
time.
Jane Fonda.
You
Yeah.
know, back in the '80s with the jazzercise and the aerobicized stuff, and she's the movie starts out with her getting her um, Hall of Fame star,
Her
the
star.
walk of
Yeah.
on the walk installed, and it's really cool and it's bright, it's fantastic. And then the movie progresses over many years, and you start seeing how it gets weathered and cracks start forming. And then you fast forward and you get to see her in real life. She turns 50 in the movie, and
Oh, is that true?
yes, in the
They never
movie
said that.
she did. It did.
Oh, it did?
It did. She turned 50. Matter of
Oh,
fact,
I missed it.
when Dennis Quaid's urinating, which was a great a shot,
That was it.
he's on the phone, and the camera work and stuff is just outstanding, as is the sound effects and how they mirror things up. But he's in there. She turns 50, and he's like, "We need to get rid of her. We
Oh,
need
yeah.
a new Elizabeth Sparkle. We need to find somebody right now." She happens to be in the bathroom stall, hears it, and realizes, oh, things are going bad.
And she's in the bathroom stall because she was going to go to the ladies' room out of order. She looked, she's like, eh. Um, yeah, the camera shots in this are really nice directing. There are special effects in this movie when it comes to the makeup, 100% practical, no CGI. And, we're not doing spoilers, but let me tell you, the special effects for being practical are phenomenal. They're just great.
This is purely a body horror movie,
Yes,
but it gets introduced. It doesn't start out this way. They start bringing you up to speed. Well, I need to. She knows she's at the end of her career. She knows she needs to do something. She's fretting over it, gets in a car accident, and winds up going to the hospital, where one of the nurses, after checking her out, checks out her spinal cord and says, "You'd be a perfect candidate," right as she leaves. And she didn't understand for what. Well, he gives her a thumb drive, puts it in there, and it talks about the substance, a way to make yourself younger. And it talks about what you need to do a little bit, and it intrigues her. And obviously, she decides to go with it. but there's some caveats.
There's some
And,
consequences.
and you just need to follow the rules, both of you.
Right. And that's where Margaret Qualley comes in. She plays the 30 years younger version of Demi Moore, and great casting.
Yeah.
Really great casting. Does she look exactly like a young Demi Moore? No, but she is so close with the hair, the physique. She's just 30 years younger, like she is in real life. Um, she also, you just hate her, and that's just part of her acting ability. I think I've seen her in a couple other things, but she did a great performance as well. This isn't a huge spoiler. It might be in the trailers. One of the rules you have to follow is you can only be in the state of either Demi Moore walking around doing stuff or the younger version for 7 days. You cannot go past 7 days.
And then you need to swap.
You need to swap back or shit happens. Well, it's a movie, so of course somebody goes past 7 days, and that's where the movie really ramps up and goes to another level.
And this is where it starts reminding me of a great movie, Death Becomes Her. And I mentioned that to Andy at the theater. I'm like, oh my God, I love that movie. And it's a lot of the same. It's the vanity and things like that, and the consequences of trying to achieve youth, and slightly different circumstances, but really horrifying consequences at the end. And I'll just say, towards the end, the scene when things go wrong, the special effects, the pure amount of blood that, for example, gets sprayed.
I mean, there are definitely things in this movie that, like I said, Dennis Quaid's character, big time caricature. Are there people like him out there? Yes.
Yeah.
But he's heightening it to a whole nother level. However, getting to the amounts of blood and stuff like that, once again, just taken to a super exaggerated level. There are definitely things you need to take your thinking hat off for and just go with it.
We'll just say the levels of a lot of stuff in this movie become absurd.
Yeah.
But it's so absurd that it doesn't take you out of the movie. It's actually, you could hear the other audience members, laugh or groan or sigh or gasp, on there, which is what you're looking for.
Oh,
now, this was a movie that was not on the radar for either Andy or I. We see movies obviously every week. We've never seen a trailer for it. Nothing popped up on anything. Even the trailer review sites, nothing came up on it. So this just wound up being a shot in the dark. We had extra time and we thought, what the heck? Let's go take a look at whatever this movie is. And boy, I'm glad we did. It was a Cannes Film Festival. Apparently award winner. It won Best Film there, and for good reason.
And I'm telling you, I think Demi could be up for some awards. All right.
Full frontal. We do have to say, spoilers, don't take your kids to this.
No, well, it's R-rated.
It's R, but I mean, it's besides the gore violence, there is a lot of pure full frontal and rear frontal, rear nudity.
Yeah, there's a lot.
For both Demi and Margaret. And I will say that for 61 years old, playing a 50-year-old, she pulled that off really well because they did not CG anything. So a big thumbs up for Demi Moore, looking that amazing.
Oh, during the movie, it was more than a thumbs up. Let's just say I wouldn't be going up to the chalkboard to...
there we go.
Just saying. All right, let's CGC this puppy. That is our rating score from a 0.5 to a 10.0. Whose turn is it? It's your turn.
My turn. I'm giving this a solid 8.5. It was a surprising hit for me. I enjoyed everything about it. There were a couple of little points that I was like, I wonder. I'm a little confused about how each of them know certain things, but it didn't take me out. The payoff at the end was worth the entire wait. It is a longer movie. It's 2:15 or something like that long. It was well worth a slightly longer movie.
I'm giving it a 8.0. I agree with everything you said. I'm just a little bit lower on it, but 0.5 isn't much at all. So that's where I am at. I would recommend seeing it on the big screen if you can. But once again, everybody has huge TVs, so you could wait and see it that way. What are we looking at for audience and all that stuff on the old IMDb and stuff?
Let's see. IMDb is giving it an 8.0. That's really high for IMDb. I am just saying that's probably one of the higher ones I have seen. On Rotten Tomatoes, we've got the critics are giving it a 90%. Not a big surprise. It's Cannes. Typically,
Yeah,
a lot of
true.
the stuff at Cannes is high.
It's artsy.
And the audience is giving it a 70%. So, yeah, kind of there.
9 and 7 is 16. Divided by 2 is 8. Look at that. Once again, the boys are right on track.
Yeah, worth seeing it. If you can see it in the theater, I would. If not, definitely check it out when it goes digital.
That's right. Also, check out KOR-DRATH. Do this. KOR-DRATH, The Awakening. That is the homage cover right there. The link is in the description below. It's a blood-curdling adventure fantasy story that you will love if you're fans of Conan, Game of Thrones, things like that. That's the homage cover. That is the main cover by myself and Dan Lawless. We also are doing a poster featuring Bud Root's artwork of Adriana and Lilneth for the variant covers that he did. We've got mini figures if you're into role playing and stuff. So guys, go check that out. The link is in the description below. And real quick, last but not least, we got this book in the house and it is fulfilled. So if you were to order it, link in the description below, off Indiegogo today, it would go in the mail probably tomorrow. So check that out as well. Thank you for watching. We will be back next week with another movie review. Until then, like, subscribe, and share, and have a great weekend.
Live long and prosper.
That too.